Yet again, another post recording. This signals off part three. We are going into video part three of the Lore Deep Dive main story and side story. This portion will cover chapters 37 and 38, as well as the hidden lore collectibles from chapters 35, 36, 37, and 38. After this, there will be one more video for the immediate future. Scratch that. There will be two more immediate videos in the immediate future covering the Unbreakable Sphere event and its collectibles, as well as another video covering Lost Kingdom, as I just recently finished that one and found out it covers main story as well. Without further ado, we'll get into the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Now let's get right into things. Reclamation Site
I've
01.
removed all the crystals from your arm. The interior circuity is a bit of a mess, but you should be able to move around. It's a good thing the power to the arm was cut before it got worse.
What about my weapon?
You can still use it, but don't expect it to perform at full capacity in your current condition. You can operate at about 10% of your normal max output.
Well then, considering that I'm usually 100 million times stronger than your ordinary Nikke, how much stronger does that make me? You idiot! It's simple math! You're 1,000,000 times stronger! Whoa! You're like a math genius! Many villains are erudite doctors and scholars.
These two.
Laplace, try lightly clenching your fist.
Heroic fist clench!
Uh-oh.
An ominous splintering sound can be
You
heard.
said lightly.
Let me take a look. I'll see what's broken.
I'm fine, Maxwell. One of the joints in my pinky finger got bent in a weird direction, that's all. No biggie.
And what would you consider a big deal? Your arm getting ripped off?
Yeah, that'd be a huge deal.
Totally, the hugest.
Both of you, be quiet.
I wasn't even talking that loud. Fine, I'll be quiet.
Laplace, listen carefully. You can move your arm. You can hold a weapon. You can even fight. But with the shape that you're in, you should thank your lucky stars if you don't actively hold us back. I'm the mechanic for Matisse, and...
Funny, I thought you were their professional nagger.
Oh, I mean, she's not entirely wrong either. That's the funny part.
Boy, oh boy. Lovely weather we're having, aren't we?
as I was saying, I'm a mechanic, and so I know what I'm talking about. You should head back and undergo repairs before continuing.
Maxwell, we already discussed this. The matter is closed.
Fine. Do what you want.
Are we okay to keep going, Rappy?
Of course, probably.
Don't worry, you ignoramuses. We may not have Cinderella or Gray Gray, but we'll be fine. Sure, we won't be able to depend on our two strongest members anymore, but it'll be okay. Totally fine. Yep,
Why do I feel worse now?
let's go. Woo! Maxwell, I'm terrified of Suen.
What? Why are you saying that all of a sudden? I know that.
But I can handle it.
What in the world are you talking about?
Suen is a villain. That much is certain. But if she were pushed, there's a chance she'd become something even worse than that. Sure, we could head back to the Ark and get some repairs done. It'd be quick and easy. But I worry that something even as innocuous as that could push Suen over the edge. That's why we need to keep going. If we want to stop Suen from going even further into the dark side, we need to accomplish something while we're out here.
Commander, did you hear that? Drake is actually making sense.
I know, right? Holy shit. Holy shit, Rappy. She's actually fucking making sense. You're right. Holy shit, it's the end of the world. I can hardly believe my ears.
Let's move out. Let's go.
Laplace and Drake march on confidently.
Wow, they actually... took our situation into serious consideration.
Maybe you were too harsh on them before.
Maybe a little, but they're still a bunch of morons. Anyway, we should get going.
Like, holy shit. Drake actually said something that made, like, any moderate amount of sense. He actually did something. Oh my god. Is Leviathan gonna want to talk to
If
us?
we subdue her like we did before, I'm sure she would.
I don't think that's gonna be an option for us any
She's
longer.
going to be more wary of us than ever. The more I think about this, the more frustrated I get. That egg made the first move and tried to consume Laplace's weapon. And then when that didn't work, Leviathan was the one who used the crystals. We were only acting in self-defense. Those crystals cut through Laplace's parts like a hot knife through butter. And that's what caused the malfunction. It wasn't our fault. We are the victims here. And yet, she's acting like we're the ones who betrayed her.
We'll have to try and get that point across to her when we talk. Things escalated quickly, and it was hard to keep a cool head. The fact that we were enemies didn't help matters.
It feels like we're getting the short end of the stick here, and I don't appreciate it.
Maxwell!
It's
look
fair
at
enough.
this! Hurry, hurry!
What is it now?
Come here and see for yourself. Hurry, hurry!
Maxwell grumbles as she walks
This better
forward.
be good, or I'm gonna be upset. Cutie, Rappy, come look at this, quickly.
Robbie and I head towards where the members of Matisse are standing. A vast expanse of black ogre stretches out before us. Within, a mass of writhing snake-like creatures can be seen.
Minions summoned by Leviathan. And quite a lot of them. Using my hero vision, I detect at least 30. Same goes for my villain vision. No worries. I'll deal with this vermin in a jiffy.
You can do that?
Actually, probably not.
I shouldn't even get mad at this point. I should expect these kind of answers from you.
Looks like we have to go around. It'll be a long detour.
Doesn't seem like we have much choice. These things are tyrant class. They may not be all that strong on their own, but in a
Should I
group.
try flying us over one by one? Of course, if I were to fall in, we'd end up as worm food. Or snake food, rather. Still though, it may be worth a shot.
Absolutely not. The risk is too high.
Wouldn't it be cool?
Alright, I'll admit that would be cool, but still. Hell?
Do you have
What
a
is it?
moment?
I'm kind of in the middle of something, but
Brace
go
for
ahead.
impact.
What? One side of our vision brightens. From a distance, a massive beam surges ahead in a straight line. The black sea in front of us is going engulfed in white that forces me to close my eyes. Once the light and heat begin to subdue, I slowly open my eyes. The mass of snakes in the Black Sea are gone, replaced instead by a smoldering patch of scorched earth.
This is...
Do we have...
I whip my head around in the direction the beam came from. Above the Black Sea, a massive white structure glows in the distance. The Admire!
This is the Squad, reporting from the Atmire. We will be joining the Commando Unit's surface exploration operation. Woohoo! Yo ho ho!
Let's go! We finally get to see the Admire in action in a live non-event mission. Let's go!
Long time no see, everyone. It's been a while. Howdy.
Wow, it's kind of strange seeing the Admire up on the surface.
Your timing was impeccable. All of you. A mobile base like this is precisely what a hero like me needs. Bah! I was just about to make my move. You all stole my thunder.
Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to. We'll make sure to time it better next time.
Oh, sure.
If I just respond to Drake's nonsense as if it were normal, does that disarm her?
I'm surprised, Tom. This isn't
Why
like
do
you.
say that?
I know you, I thought for sure you'd contact me as soon as you got approval to join our operation. Not only that, you'd explain the bombardment plans in excruciating detail beforehand.
That. Is your presence here classified? Secrecy isn't exactly possible when there's a hulking ship like the Admire involved.
Not exactly.
She was acting on advice from me, the great pirate Mast, following you in secret, only to step in at the critical moment. and saving the day all with minimal dialogue. Now that, my friends, is how a true pirate does it.
Yeah, you pirate fucking addict. Shut the fuck up.
Believe it or not, what she's saying is true.
I even managed to convince the boss. That means everyone is embracing the buccaneer way of life.
It's incredible when you think about it.
I'm not sure about that. I doubt the commander cares all that much.
At any rate, we're joining this operation. Looking forward to working with you again.
I do find something rather strange, though.
I figured ask away, and I'll answer as best I can.
Okay, first question. How is the Admire even afloat right now? We're not in the open ocean after all. It may look like water, but this is all liquid metal.
We've deployed a wave disruptor that breaks down the makeup of nanomachines. It's something that Elysian has been developing for a long time. Something intended to go up against heretics. This black liquid, what we officially call dark matter, is a substance made of nanomachines. And so the theory was that this disruptor would prove effective. And it has indeed proven to be a resounding success. Now, even though we've broken down the structural integrity of the dark matter, it still remains as liquid metal. While this greatly reduces the Admire's mobility, the fact that it can move at all is what's important.
So, for this operation, the Admire will be primarily acting as a mobile base and providing bombardment support?
Aye, that's correct. It's unfortunate that I won't be able to show off my superior navigation skills. But since our movement is so limited, there's not much we can do about it. Right now, we're essentially a stationary turret.
But given the Admire's gargantuan size, you guys could also use it as a bridge to cross dangerous terrain. Like right now, for example.
Good point. We'll be able to use it to bypass some of the black liquid. All right, second question. How did you get here? We're not even remotely close to open water.
The Admire...
What? Really?
Yes.
That's absurd. Why would a company invest so much money and technology into preparing for a war on the surface, not knowing when it will begin?
Hard to say. Perhaps it's merely a difference in corporate ideology.
Huh?
Elysian's enemies are always up on the surface, and so Elysian's future also rests on the surface.
I suppose that's true. It's different with Bacillus in that our enemies, and therefore our future, lie with the Ark.
Is it alright if I ask a question?
Of course.
Of all squads, why is it Aegis that got sent here?
Aren't you being a bit harsh, Rappy?
I'm hurt.
In a way, understanding the true meaning hidden in what may seem to be a rude question, and then giving an appropriate answer is what any true adventurer would do.
Huh?
Very sharp, Rappy. I expect no less from you. You're right. It would make much more sense for Absolute or Mighty Tools to be here rather than us. However, the reason that the Aegis Squad came here is that there's something only the Admire can do. Everyone, will you follow me? I have something to show you.
Helm begins heading below deck.
She looks so cool doing that.
Helm is hot, what can I say? Helm is hot and cool. Ark Dorothy's temporary headquarters.
So, let me get this straight. Anise wants to do a farewell performance so she can retire from being a pop star. And to do that, you need to get the old group back together again. However, you don't have any way to contact them, and so you want to use my channel to accomplish that. Am I missing anything?
Nope, that's everything. 10 out of 10 summary, Dorothy.
I don't even know where to start with this. So, you both used to be pop stars.
No, not me. Even though I've got more than enough star power to pull it off. It was just me.
Who are these two behind you?
Oh, these guys? They're lending us a hand with all this.
I'm Irie, and this is Avistar.
We're from the Overseer Squad.
Sorry, but I don't like talking to strangers. I'll have to ask you to leave.
I'm a big fan. Could I get your autograph? You saved the Ark when the Raptures invaded. You appeared like an angel and defeated the heretic in one strike. It left such a huge impression on me.
I
I even made it the background photo on my phone.
And he takes her phone and shows it to Dorothy, revealing a photo of Dorothy the moment she appeared in the ark.
You can't exactly sign the screen, but could you possibly sign the back?
I haven't really practiced my signature.
That's okay. You can just write down your name.
I don't have a pen.
Could I at least get a photo then?
Sorry, I don't like taking photos.
How about this? I can open up the Notes app on my phone, and you can type out your name.
What would be the point of that?
The fact that you held my phone in your hands would be meaningful in itself.
No, forget it.
Please? It'll be quick.
Dorothy types her name in Diary's phone.
Satisfied?
Thank you! I'll treasure this phone and pass it down through generations.
Whatever.
Can we get this conversation back on So, can we borrow your channel for a moment? Just for one day?
Why would I ever agree to such a thing?
Because we're friends? Yeah.
Just because we spent some time together on the surface doesn't make us friends.
Aw, come on. We've gotten into a few scraps with each other before, but that only makes us closer.
If we become any closer, we'd have each other at gunpoint before long.
Ooh, wait. We've already done that, so we must be super duper close then.
Yeah, we've shot her before.
We've even shot each other. That practically makes us lifelong friends. Come on, please. I'll even settle for a half day.
Sorry, but I have more important things being shown on my channel. I don't have time to deal with these trivial personal affairs of yours.
Actually, now that you mention it, what kind of show are you doing, Dorothy? Oh, right. What exactly have you been doing with the channel?
I'm advertising Eden.
Wow, no kidding. Is Eden going to open soon?
No, that's still a ways off.
Then why are you advertising it?
For the future, the Ark and the Eden will become closer and closer. In preparation for that, I'm cultivating a positive image for Eden.
Hey, what are you scheming?
Nothing. Do you think I have some kind of ulterior motive?
I'd say that much is obvious.
Even if I had other intentions, there'd be no reason for me to hide it. Who would stop me?
Us.
You two jokers? Without Rappy? Don't make me laugh.
Okay, you're starting to piss me off.
Tell someone who cares.
Now I'm mad. Me too.
Huh?
What do you think? You didn't expect us to get that angry, did you? Bet you didn't see that coming.
I'm getting tired of this. Please leave.
You're tired? Would you like a shoulder massage?
What the? No!
Sound of someone typing fiercely at the keyboard echoes through the air. Everyone turns eyes to Avatar, who pushes up her glasses
I've
and
done
begins
some
to
research
speak.
on Dorothy's channel. Her viewership ratings are through the floor. There are only a grand total of 2 posts pertaining to the channel. One from a user named Sing Sang Song, which says, "So boring." And another from Perooting that goes, question mark, question mark. Even for a small channel, these ratings are pathetic, and the average number of related posts is around 1,000 per program. If I were to guess, I would say the only people who see your channel are people who accidentally stumble upon it while channel surfing.
What specifically are you showing?
From the looks of it, just a single video played on a continuous loop. The file is called Eden, Paradise on the Surface.
She's literally just playing one video again and again?
Yes,
Let me see it.
here.
Avatar plays the video. The video opens up on a beautiful landscape shot of the surface. Lush verdant grass and trees, a clear blue sky, and pristine flowing brooks. Over the images, there's voiceover
The
narration
last
from
piece of
Dorothy.
paradise on the surface. Eden awaits you.
The video ends and starts from the beginning again.
What is this?
It's a promotional video for Eden.
I didn't see any footage of Eden in there.
It's meant to be symbolic. Besides, we can't reveal Eden's location.
This video stinks.
Huh?
It stinks big time.
I knew you wouldn't understand. Do you have any idea how many messages are packed into this short video?
No, I don't. And I don't care.
Like I said, I hardly expected someone like you to
It's not just me. No one could understand this crap. Your channel is a complete dead zone. No one is watching it. I've never seen such miserable statistics in my life. If you had any clue how much media is consumed by people in the Ark, you'd realize how embarrassing those viewership numbers really are. This isn't an ad. It's a whole bunch of nothing. No wonder it hasn't gotten any exposure.
Time will solve that.
Listen here, Miss High and Mighty. Any piece of content that doesn't make an impact right out of the gate is dead in the water. We might as well get a tombstone for this channel because it's as good as buried. Do you have any idea how much high-quality content gets released every single day? This video is so lame, no one would even think about using it as a screensaver.
God damn. Anise is going full in on the roast. She is fucking scorching Dorothy right now.
Someone get me a tissue. I'm tearing up thinking of how the Ark's poor electricity is being wasted on such a terrible video. Lend us your channel for a day, and I promise we'll raise your viewership ratings.
Using shock to grab attention isn't my style.
Do you want to sit here and play this video again and again for all eternity? I don't know what your goal is, but this won't get you anywhere, no matter how long you wait. It seems to me that you're trying to appeal to the people, yeah? Otherwise, why would you broadcast this in the first place? If you want to do that, you need better exposure. We can help you with that. We'll raise your ratings without touching your precious video. So, let's make a deal.
Fine, as long as you don't tamper with the original video.
All right, it's a deal.
So then, what is your plan?
Leave that to us. Just get everything ready for the handover.
Lines.
Now then, let's get this show on the road. Does anyone here know how to make videos by any chance?
Well, there goes all that confidence. And you were doing so well.
First and foremost, nothing is ever going to come out of that video. It's dry as dirt. If we want to get more eyeballs watching, we need to win people over with some other videos.
Remember when we made that promotional video for the Aegis Squad?
Yeah, but the commander filmed all that. We only came up with the idea.
You mean the one that was shown at the boat party? That video is the stuff of legend. Unfortunately, it got a bit buried under all the press surrounding the terror attacks. But it's still become something of a cult favorite.
I suppose that makes sense. Anyway, does that mean there's no one here who knows how to make videos?
That was either referring to one of the events, or I think that was Helm's Bond story.
If that's the case, I guess we have no choice but to outsource. Let's see.
I know how to do it. You do?
Yes.
I've made several promotional videos in the past.
Are you talking about the promos for Elysian? Those are all a bit too... how do I put this? Fire and brimstone for my liking.
No. Those videos were made by the marketing team. Then what videos did you make? Something similar.
Why do I not
Where I excel is the editing process, stitching together pre-existing footage. I'm not as strong when it comes to ideas.
So, as long as someone else points you in the right direction and provides some footage, you'll be good to go?
Yes.
Then there's no problem at all. I'm practically a wellspring of ideas. You know, a little modesty never hurt anyone.
That means our only problem is finding source material.
Yeah, what kind of video are we aiming for?
As the wellspring from which all ideas flow, I've got something in mind. Oh, I forgot to take a picture.
What picture?
Of Dorothy.
What are you up to now?
Nothing strange. Don't worry. Irie,
Yes?
if you get me a photo of Dorothy,
I'll pretend I didn't see you secretly copying her fingerprints. Oh, could you give me a voice sample while you're at it? You do realize that it's illegal to possess a pilgrim's personal data, don't you?
Fine. I'll get you what you need.
Thanks. And if you could be so kind, delete all the other information you gathered.
I will.
What in the world are you two talking about? Should I explain?
No, I'll tell her. When Dorothy touched my phone, I copied her fingerprints. I also secretly took several photos and recorded her voice.
Dang, you're not just a fan. You're a fanatic.
Not in the slightest. I was merely pretending to be a fan of hers.
To what aim?
Since Dorothy is a Nikke, she must have been built using technology found in the Ark. I wanted to analyze her voice and fingerprints to uncover her past records. To be precise, it's not exactly a fingerprint. More like a ballistic analysis. My phone screen has a rudimentary analysis tool built into it. I wanted to figure out what her body is composed of, whether there is any damage, and if there is, if those damage patterns correlate with any specific areas or weapons. My phone screen has a rudimentary analysis tool built into it. Since she only touched it briefly, I wasn't able to get any detailed information, but what I did get was still worth securing.
Why do you say that?
A pilgrim conveniently pops out of nowhere to save the Ark, just in the nick of time. And now she's running her own TV channel? I'd be crazy not to be suspicious of that. I thought investigating her past might reveal something. Everyone has some skeletons in their closet. That's our team motto. If we're unable to uncover what Dorothy did in the past, we can better ascertain what her goals might be.
Why are you so obsessed with digging up dirt on her?
Because we're the inspection unit. Digging into people's past is what we excel at.
Is that why you joined up with us on this little venture?
No, I only got curious when I met Dorothy face to face. However, since Neon caught me, I'll have to wait for another chance.
Ha! You won't get past my supervision. My suggestion is not to try anything like that again.
If I'm being honest, I find you two most suspicious of all. You're being awfully chummy with an unidentified pilgrim, and you're cooperating with her without knowing what her intentions are.
What? Are you worried that Dorothy might destroy the Ark or something?
She might.
I hope she does.
What?
What do you think, Neon? Will that work? Yep, this should do the trick. Now then, Avi Star. Yes? From now on, I'm the brain and you're the muscle. I'll think and you make.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's do this, my fellow bespectacled friend.
Oh, I've got glasses too. Can I join?
Of course. Welcome to the Spectacles Alliance.
God damn it, Neon, you kill me every day.
I just realized I'm the only one here who doesn't wear glasses.
You're only realizing that now? At any rate, could you please leave? This area is for Spectacles Alliance members only.
What the? You all came here in the first place because you wanted to help me.
Yeah, admire internal maintenance room.
So, this is the engine room? There's all sorts of cool stuff in here.
I love how well they are implementing the two different stories at once. Like the two different stories going on at the same time. That in the Ark and what's going on outside the Ark as well. They're covering it in a very good organic way.
Don't even get me started. The ship is packed stem to stern with all kinds of important machinery. And cleaning it all is a nightmare.
Yeah, but the microwave generator is great for heating up frozen food.
Mm-hmm. What's in that corner?
That label, is that alcohol? You scoundrels, are you smuggling booze?
No, I have no idea what that's doing there.
It's rum. Would it be alright if I try some later?
Huh? Is that really you, Rappy?
I would appreciate it if you taught me more about this.
All right. I'll treat you to some.
I'll prepare some snacks. You're all gonna love my starfish omurice.
While we're at it, let's set a date. What time works for everyone?
How about after this operation? I've heard that drinking on the deck makes everything taste better.
You know what's up. It certainly does. Especially when you're sneaking a few nips away from Helm's prying eyes. The taste is heaven. I mean, hypothetically speaking, that is.
Sure,
Quite a few
Mast.
of the machines here are made by Miscellus. Then again, I suppose it's not that surprising for you guys to be using another company's technology. The quality speaks for itself. There are even some with the Matisse emblem on them. How did you manage to get these? It's tough even for us to get our hands on dedicated Matisse machinery.
Maxwell quietly surveys the surroundings. I do the same, loosely following Maxwell gaze. A part of the maintenance room is filled with machines containing the emblems from Miscellus and Matisse. Could this be for...
We brought all the necessary equipment for upgrading Matisse. Everything is in perfect working condition, so you can use it straight away.
OMG! Power upgrade? I'm already at peak power. There's no need for an upgrade.
We worked really hard to haul all this stuff here. We'd be pretty bummed if you didn't use it.
Well, in that case, I suppose I'll use it.
How did you all manage to pull this off?
This surface exploration is the most important operation currently being carried out by the Ark. Elysian, Miscellus, and even private companies are all eager to participate in some capacity. Surface exploration has been a long-cherished goal of the Ark. Any progress made during this exploration, no matter how small, will solidify a company's reputation within the Ark. Although there were some hiccups, such as the E2 crystal being secured by Pathfinder, and the dark matter being obtained by Absolute, surface exploration is still regarded as Elysian's forte.
In that case, Suen must have had a hell of a time getting us to be the ones chosen for this mission.
Actually, Matisse are the only ones who could have been sent up here. If it had been any other squad, the request would almost certainly have been denied. Elysian's squad was originally supposed to join this operation, but Suen contacted our boss. She asked if the Matisse upgrade facility, which had been planned for some time, could be sent aboard the Admire.
Suen did that?
Anyway, is anyone else hungry?
It hurts to admit this, but you're right. The Aegis squad isn't the best fit for this operation. We're not near the ocean, and this isn't a naval battle. The main reason we were deployed was to bring you these upgrade facilities.
I dunno. It's not such a bad deal. In exchange for us providing support, Miscellus has agreed to cover the maintenance costs of the Admire for a while.
That will keep us afloat for a while yet.
So, in order to ensure that Matisse was the top contributor in this operation, Ingrid made a sacrifice.
I didn't realize Ingrid and Suen were that close.
Consider it loyalty among fellow CEOs. Ingrid has always believed that CEOs need to stick together. Maybe she hopes that doing this will help that moronic Suen grow up.
Do you know what Suen said to Ingrid?
From what I heard, she got on her hands and knees in front of all the secretaries and record keepers.
Suen? On her knees?
I would pay to see that.
I knew the situation was bad, but I didn't realize it was that dire.
I can't believe this. This isn't the time to hesitate. I can't believe she went that far for us. Laplace! Drake, did you hear that? Suen may be an arrogant shrew, but she crawled on her hands and knees in order to get us this opportunity. The very woman who made us. Oh, the humiliation she must have endured. How can we ever repay her?
What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? We fulfill our roles as the ultimate heroes.
Obviously, I've got issues with the terminology, but I'll play along.
Get ready. It's time to power up.
Wow, how majestic.
When I get upgraded, I'll be able to say all sorts of stuff like, "You there, chop chop, Birdie."
From now on, call me Powered Up Laplace,
Shut the
will you?
fuck up, you two morons.
Because my power levels are about to go through the roof. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Sure would be more or less
Even though the
instantaneous.
facility was kept fully intact, I still have to make some adjustments. It'll take some time. So, in the meantime, try and keep Laplace and Drake out of trouble.
Without Maxwell to keep them on a leash, those two are going to be out of control.
This is
Don't
bad.
worry, Birdie. Even if something goes wrong, I, the upgraded hero, will take care of it.
You're a fucking moron.
This is kind of frightening. What if my power becomes too great? Would everything else in the world cease to have meaning? What a terrifying thought!
I feel the same way.
This is really bad.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. Keep tracking Leviathan.
You're fucking
I'll be
idiots.
doubling as your operator, so don't try and be a hero out there.
The Admire's armaments are on standby. Feel free to request a bombardment whenever you need it.
I'll make sure that every shot finds its mark.
We also have Anchor scanning the surroundings. Unlike Drake, she can detect objects, so that should prove helpful.
Beep beep.
Looks like you've been ousted from your position, Drake.
It's not like there's that much machinery in this area anyway. My sensors wouldn't have been useful either way. Besides, none of this matters anyway since I'll be getting a power upgrade. So there was a brief period where I didn't accomplish anything. So what?
Power upgrade, power upgrade!
The prospect of us getting a power upgrade is exciting. So why do I find myself secretly wishing for it to fail somehow?
I agree, Rappy. Oh my god. I understand exactly how you feel.
There's something ahead.
I love you for it, Rappy. I love you for it. Oh shit.
Hold on. Beep beep. Beep beep beep. I'm picking up a whole bunch of heat sources. About 5 clusters grouped together. 20 to 30 readings each.
Could that be where the eggs are gathered?
Just check it out. There might be some new information.
Looks like I was
After.
right. There's a whole bunch of eggs here. Far more than what we saw before. But,
Something seems off about this.
yeah. Even though I'm not sure what.
They all seem a bit too neatly arranged.
That's it, Commander. I got too used to being around your messy room all the time. I forgot what proper organization looks like.
Whoa, Rappy! Uncalled for!
Just kidding. Kind of. Anyway, you seem to be onto something. All the eggs are rather neatly arranged. They seem to be separated into zones according to size and shape. Small eggs on the right, larger ones in the center, and unusually shaped ones on the left. The texture, shape, and color of the shells on the left are different from the others. These eggs were almost certainly sorted and arranged with intention.
But didn't Leviathan say that she had stopped being hands-on with the eggs and left them to their own devices? Seems to me she was lying.
Agreed. These were clearly organized with a purpose. The eggs in each of these separate zones most likely have similar contents. The only way to tell is to open them up.
Last time they opened, we got close to them.
Charge! Let's go!
We'll pause and Drake rush
Commander.
forward.
How about we use these two as decoys?
Live decoys, I like it.
There's a change in the heat signatures. Looks like they're activating.
Huh. That's interesting.
What?
Whenever I had those two knuckleheads in tow, all of their reckless antics would drive me up the wall. But seeing them from afar, it's kinda amusing.
It's like they say, life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long-shot.
That statement is so real, Anchor.
I think that might be a bit different.
Laplace! Drake! Run!
Run, run!
Oh my god, Maxwell. The shining eggs erupt and open all at once with an unpleasant splat. Countless raptors pour out.
Situation contained. I'll examine the remains of the raptures. It's as we expected. Each rapture classification corresponds to a specific egg type. The larger and more ornate the egg, the higher the rank of the rapture inside.
Which means Leviathan has the technology to create enhanced
Yes.
fusions.
That much is certain.
She was lying through her teeth.
I wouldn't be so sure. The best way to deceive someone is to use the truth as a smokescreen to hide what's actually important. I don't think everything she's told us was a falsehood. Rather, hidden under the layers of truth. There was something she didn't want us to know.
Makes sense. But why would Leviathan want to hide the fact that she knows how to create superior fusions?
She probably figured that if we caught her, we'd try to stop her.
It looks to me like she's trying to create a heretic.
That was my initial suspicion. But this process doesn't seem capable of producing a heretic. Fusing a Nikke and Rapture together isn't something that can happen so easily.
That makes sense too.
She could be attempting to mass-produce Tyrant-class Raptures, based on our conversation with her in the Crystal region. The four beasts don't have any control over the Raptures. Only after a behemoth transformed and grew larger was she able to manipulate them. If size, but those black snakes seem to be entirely under her command. I think it's evident that Leviathan created them using the dark matter. Following that logic, these Raptures that are hatched from these eggs, being made from dark matter as well, would also follow her orders. If she ends up being capable of mass-producing Tyrant-class Raptures, we won't be able to turn a blind eye to that.
True again. If she could produce these things on a mass scale, we'd be in a world of trouble.
They mentioned wanting to try to get the
If the four
offsprings.
beasts came calling with an army of tyrant-class creatures in tow, even the offsprings would be in a tough spot.
Fortunately, only one Tyrant class has been confirmed so far, and it can't move outside of dark matter. So it doesn't seem like a major threat for the time being, but that may change depending on what comes out of these eggs next.
All right, let's keep going.
A few days later, Ark.
Heard that paradise exists on the surface? A place where there's no such thing as exploitation or dishonesty, where you can be whoever or whatever you want to be, free from limitations. A place where there is no oppression or deprivation, where you'll always have a safety net, no matter what. Eden, the last paradise on the surface, welcomes you all.
Video in showing Dorothy seated at a tea table.
You don't like it, do you? I knew you wouldn't like it. I originally planned on giving you these huge angelic wings that would spread way out. Feathers would come fluttering down, and flowers would bloom.
It was good you didn't do that.
Huh? Really?
Uh-oh.
When did I say these things?
It's all synthesized audio. I toyed around with some sound effects to mimic your voice as closely as possible. Honestly, it turned out way better than I expected, considering that the program was free.
I see. Who wrote the script?
I did.
You really despise the Ark, don't you?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm not used to speaking this directly, but I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I'll hand over the channel to you. For one day, you can use it to say whatever you want.
Huh? But what about the ratings?
I don't care about the ratings. I was surprised with how much that sounded like something I'd say. I'm satisfied with your effort, and so I'll grant you a favor.
That's rather magnanimous of you.
And you, the one with the glasses,
Yes?
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 the one who asked me for my autograph.
Oh, that's me, Irie.
Come here.
Irie approaches Dorothy.
Hand me your phone. I want to get a closer look at your screen.
Do I have to? My phone is kind of my personal property, you know?
Does it look like I'm asking?
Yikes! Why are you being so menacing over a phone? If you're so interested in phones, I can lend you mine.
Irie, did you not hear me?
Irie hands her phone to Dorothy.
I'd appreciate it if you could give it back sooner rather than later. I'm waiting for an important call.
I will.
Dorothy places her phone on Irie's phone screen and presses down.
Huh?
How long do I need to hold down for it to read my information?
About 5 minutes.
I see.
For 5 minutes, silence fills the room. No one moves a muscle, save for Dorothy. Eventually, she removes her hands from Irie's
Will
phone.
that do?
What's this all about?
I told you before. I have no reason to hide anything from you.
Oh
You
shit.
seemed awfully curious about me, so I wanted to oblige.
Dorothy leans towards Irie. Speaking softly into Irie's ear, but loud enough for everyone else to hear, she says,
Go ahead. Find out all you can about me. What kind of person I am, what kind of life I've lived, and what the Ark did to me. It won't be easy. Best of luck to you.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
I'm sure you won't. All right, everyone. I'm sorry, but could you all leave now?
I'm sure everyone knows this by now if you've kept up with my other Nikke content. But Dorothy's kind of a twisted bitch.
I want to rest.
Oh, I'm sorry, but can we use your studio? The facilities here are really nice, so I was hoping that I could do some editing and other stuff.
Do as you please.
Oh, by the way, Dorothy, there's a whole bunch.
I'll turn on the air conditioning.
Could I trouble you for a cup of tea?
Behemoth's egg is up ahead, but I don't see Leviathan anywhere. It must be a trap.
Let's not approach it for now and hold back.
Cowards, I'm going in!
Wait, there's something inside.
Staying more close to the egg, it's hard to see clear, but it appears to be filled with some kind of embryonic fluid, and floating inside is the silhouette of a person. Must be
That's her,
Behemoth.
all right. I recognize that outline.
How has she gotten so big so quickly? How many raptures has Leviathan been feeding her?
I think Leviathan may have fed herself to Behemoth.
What?
When Nihilister was inside the Ark, she revived Indivilia and Chatterbox by feeding them parts of her own body. If sustenance is what Behemoth requires, then using another heretic's body would be the optimal choice. Although, it's hard to say how much she's ingested, or how much is required.
Let's keep our distance, and then try throwing a rock at it.
Oh, what do you think, Rappy?
I think I should stop trying to reason with you all.
Something falls from the sky and lands with a resounding crash. The impact is strong enough to send vibrations all around. As the dust clears, someone can be seen sprawled on the ground.
So much for making a grand entrance. Wow. My nose is killing me. My nose is bleeding!
Who are you?
What do you mean? You know who I am. Huh? You're not Leviathan.
One of the four beasts.
Strange. I came here because I sensed something familiar. Do we know each other? Sorry. My memory isn't so great.
I know Leviathan told you. We're new friends of hers.
No kidding. No wonder. Gosh, Leviathan never tells me anything. Did she say anything about me? Did she say I was good?
We're sorry, but she only told us about Behemoth.
Maybe she forgot about me. Yeah. Oh, just so you know, the reason Leviathan forgot to mention me isn't because I'm weak or anything, okay? She's smart, but sometimes she forgets to mention important details. It's a bit embarrassing having to do this myself, but in any case, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Ziz. Got it?
Nice to meet you, Ziz. I'm Icarus.
I won't forget it.
I'm Rappy. Leviathan and I are old friends.
We don't start making up any weird backstories.
Sorry, it didn't sound that outlandish in my head.
Rappy. I'm Laplace. Oh, sorry. That was because I saw a bug on my arm. It's not because your voice was loud and startled me, alright?
Okay.
Laplace. Laplace. And I'm and Drake. Drake, nice to meet you, friends. This is my first time making new friends outside of Leviathan, Behemoth, and Bahamut.
Nice to
Are
meet you.
you here to see Leviathan?
I love the name scheme.
Now who's creating weird backstories?
Sorry, I said better in my head.
Okay, gotcha. But where is she? She's usually here.
Oh, she went to get me some medicine for my upset stomach.
Commander, what did I just tell you?
I can't help it.
Does your stomach hurt? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I have some medicine.
Ziz's wings unfurl, revealing a massive wingspan. The wings appear to have a slimy texture reminiscent of dark matter. Ziz reaches into her wings and starts rummaging
Here it is.
around.
Take this. It'll
make you feel better.
Oh, thanks. Sends hands over a glass bottle dripping with dark matter. No one will reach out to grab his this and pulls it back.
I'm not trying to take credit or anything, but make sure to tell Leviathan I was the one who gave this to you, okay?
I sure let you know how kind and thoughtful you are.
Kind and thoughtful? You don't have to go that far. Still, I'm sure it'd make her happy to hear that. Anyway, I hope you feel better. Oh, hey, it's Leviathan. Hey, Leviathan, I met your friends.
You...
What? I can't hear you.
I said they're enemies, you fool!
Huh? You tricked me!
Happy. Everything goes black. The ground starts to shake violently. Unable to maintain our balance, we all tumble to the ground.
What's going on?
It's too dark. I hate the dark.
It's pitch black. I can't see 2 inches in front of my face. My body continues to tumble about as I crash against various surfaces which I cannot see. All I can hear are the screams of my friends all around me. Just as my consciousness begins to fade, everything suddenly brightens again. A blue sky dotted with picturesque clouds comes into view. What the? Ah! I feel like I'm in free fall, but how is that possible?
Commander!
The wind is hitting us so hard that it's a struggle to even open my eyes. Once I manage to pry them open, I see that we're falling from an immeasurable height. What?
Commander,
What's going
I'm
on?
coming. 7 Dwarf 0. Activate!
7 Dwarves 0 thrusters ignite. While dizzyingly adjusting directions in midair, Rappy works her way towards
I'll catch
me.
you.
I curl into the brace position, slamming to Rappy's arms hard enough that it feels like ramming into a
I'll
wall.
try and land somewhere.
What about
Those
Will
two
Poss
can
and
handle
Drake?
themselves.
Where do you think you're going?
From afar, as Ziz spreads her black wings and approaches us rapidly.
Fire the anti-aircraft guns.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Massive shells slam into Ziz as she approaches. Ziz is careening backwards through the air at the same time Rappy accelerates. While holding me tightly against her, Rappy skids across the ground for a long distance before coming to a stop.
That was close.
Two goes for comfort. What about Will
I
Poss
told
and
you.
Drake?
You've got nothing to worry about when it comes to those two.
Rappy points up towards the sky like a pair of random tandem skydivers with Poss and Drake holding hands and spinning in circles as they descend.
Tumble. No way. Villainous tumble.
As they descend, the two suddenly let go of each other's hands, and each land dramatically in what they clearly think is their coolest pose.
Heroic landing. Villainous entrance.
To land from such an incredible height is a remarkable feat. Even for a hero like me. How invigorating.
At this point, I'm too tired to be amazed anymore. Ziz dives straight at us from the air. The fusillade of anti-aircraft fire from the Admiral can't keep up with her speed.
She's too fast.
Tell the systems to lead the target then.
I'm trying, but she's still too fast.
Then manually adjust.
There's no way I can pull that off.
Ziz closes the distance in an instant, but Will Poss and Drake stand between her and us.
They're going to take her on themselves.
Ziz diving at high speed is intercepted by Will Poss and Drake. A massive shockwave ripples outward through the ground.
What are you guys? Heretics? We're not heretics. We're heroes.
No, we're villains.
Huh? Which one is it?
Pierce through!
Huh?
Rappy deploys her drill and swings it upward to form an uppercut. But just before the drill pushes Ziz aside, her wings surge forward to block the attack.
What?
Dark matter splatters everywhere as Ziz immediately retreats.
What are you guys? You tricked me. You're nothing but a bunch of scoundrels. But why are you so strong? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have attacked you on my own. But I'm not scared of you. Don't think otherwise. Not for a second. I'd have done a lot better if I had some backup. It's just that I hate an uneven fight. There's too much to think about when I'm going up against multiple opponents.
Ziz's massive black wings spread out. Her wingspan is immense, big enough to engulf
So
us
that's
all.
what happened. You scooped us up in those wings of yours, lifted us in the air, and then dropped us.
Not bad, right? I can even fly, and super fast at that.
I'm also really good at finding important things. And I'm smart. I know when to call for backup.
As I adjust my stance, it feels as if I've stepped into something thick and viscous. As I look downward, I see the entire ground is soaked in dark matter. It must have been from earlier when Ziz's wings got hit. A warmth spreads across my side. My legs feel wobbly. I look down again, struggling to keep my vision steady. Leviathan leaps out of the dark matter, cackling and drenched in my blood.
I did it! It's Vapos. So, this is the feeling the behemoth was talking about. It feels like every single cell in my body is vibrating. I'm not even sure if I can contain all this dark matter. Leviathan! But then again, no one's better at controlling dark matter than me.
Dark matter starts surging out of Leviathan's body.
This is it! That's the feeling. I can do it! What? Die, traitors!
My light burst forth.
She's going to transform!
Did we just take down a heretic after it transformed?
It didn't feel like it was all that difficult, to be honest.
Doesn't she look a bit different than Behemoth did when she transformed?
Could she be incomplete?
Leviathan, are you okay?
I fit. My transformation only half succeeded. I really thought it would work. Maybe I really am a born loser.
No, that's not true. Sure, you're short, really scary, and have a huge forehead, but I still aspire to be like you.
You just literally insulted her not once, not twice, but 3 times. You're short, really scary, and have a big forehead. Bro just called her a
Thanks for the
5-head.
kind words. Anyway, let's try this.
This drops the Leviathan, her wings forming a spherical shape. She then spreads her wings once again. Muffled sounds come from inside the black sphere. As this cradles the black sphere in an instant, leaps into the air, disappearing from her view.
Commander!
Rappy rushes over to me and crouches down. She quickly rips a section of my shirt, revealing the side the Leviathan
I thought
pierced.
this might happen, so I brought plenty of hemostatics, antibiotics, and anesthetics. Hang in. Huh?
Rappy lifts the other side of my shirt.
Commander, didn't you get stabbed by Leviathan?
I did.
How are you feeling pain-wise?
A ridiculous question. Of course it... Huh? Hold on,
Makes
it doesn't
sense,
hurt?
considering there's no wound. Your
What?
body is caked with blood, so that tells me you were definitely stabbed, but... I think the wound's already healed.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Are we sure he was stabbed?
Positive. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It was scary.
Could it be the healing powers of a hero that have only been heard of in legend?
Birdie, you're no longer a sidekick, but a full-fledged hero.
Would you quiet down?
For now, everyone report back to the Admire. We've got plenty of medical equipment on board meant for humans. We can get a better look.
I get up. My body feels as light as a feather. It scarcely feels like I ever got stabbed at all. What is going
Let's
on?
move. What should we do about that egg with Behemoth inside?
I'll keep an eye on it. A villain is the one who does the taking, not the other way around.
I'll keep a close watch on it too. As a hero, it's my sacred duty to safeguard this egg.
Okay, I'll let you two handle that. Although, I'm not entirely sure what that egg has to do with being a hero.
Same.
Let's go, Commander. Can you walk?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I could even run.
Let's get you cleaned up first. You need to wash off all that blood.
Oh, yeah. Soon after, I wash off the blood using bottled water that Rappy hands me. The blood is already dried up and hardened, so it's a bit difficult to clean. Rappy is standing off to the side, clears
Commander.
her throat.
The
Yes?
next time we meet Leviathan, am I permitted to use force against her?
Why?
She has no intention of talking. We approached her with open arms, but all she did was come at us with the intent to kill. She got us all wrong, and it's got me annoyed.
Annoyed?
Annoyed.
Be my guest.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. Do whatever you like, Rappy. Just don't be too
Roger.
rough with her.
After I'm done with her, she'll be begging to talk with us.
Okay, chapter 38, Gluttony!
While it admittedly wasn't the most detailed examination, the results don't show any abnormalities. Not even so much as a scar.
Really?
Yeah, at the start of the examination, there was a subtly visible wound from where Leviathan stabbed you. But it disappeared entirely by the time we were finished. If it weren't for the hole in your clothes, there'd be virtually no way of knowing you'd ever been attacked in the first place.
What's going on here? It's as if you've become something other than human, cutie.
I'm just as baffled as you
When did
are.
you start noticing this?
I always thought your wounds healed unusually fast. Even when you broke a bone, it would mend in no time. Not only that, you were able to lift a fully equipped combat Nikke without any help. Unless we forget that time when you fired an anti-ship rifle on your own.
And what's your takeaway from all that?
That's totally amazing. Especially when I got a peek at his abs while checking out his wound.
Oh, Rappy! Rappy! Whoa! Whoa! And that smirk!
So nice.
Rappy! Whoa!
But this is the first time I've seen wounds heal right in front of my eyes. There are no recorded cases of humans ever being capable of this.
Well, in our case, it's certainly helpful that he can heal so quickly. Cutie, you and I can talk more about it once we're finished with the mission.
You don't want to talk, all you want to do is conduct more experiments on me.
Oh, come now. Aren't they one and the same?
You're like a sea cucumber, Captain. Sea cucumbers heal super fast, too.
Have you been drinking a lot of rum lately? Rum can be great for healing wounds.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm serious. That must mean it's effective for treating wounds instantly. To put it simply, rum is good for recovery.
Seems like sound logic to me.
You've got a real warped sense of logic.
This ability is definitely advantageous. But like most things, it must come at a cost. I still think it would be best to avoid any injuries.
That may be easier said than done. Leviathan seems significantly weakened. But we can't say the same for that Ziz character. She can fly, and pretty well at that.
Not just well. She's a master of the air. She was able to scoop us all up and soar to high altitudes.
Unfortunately, the Admire's anti-aircraft guns aren't enough to take her down. She's just too small and fast a target.
But she wasn't completely immune to damage either. We can still give her a hard time. The moment Ziz is airborne, we can launch a barrage. Even if all we can do is hinder her movements, it'll still be a big help.
Okay, leave it to me.
The real problem is that behemoth egg, or whatever the heck it is. Hold on. Everyone wait. Laplace. Drake?
Hero Laplace, reading you loud and clear.
And Drake?
She's here as well.
How come she didn't answer herself?
That's a secret, I'm afraid.
What is she doing? If you don't answer, you can kiss your power upgrade goodbye.
She's using the electricity to grill some nutrium. And she's taking her time with it.
Whatever. Do as you wish. Anything to report?
Drake's pretty upset because she forgot to bring seasoning.
I'm talking about the egg.
Oh, right. No, nothing unusual.
Okay. Enjoy your meat, I suppose. If I don't check in on them once in a while, there's no telling what they'll get up to.
They're a real handful.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. About Behemoth's egg. I think we need to open it up. Right now, we've got a heretic inside that thing which is regenerating, i.e. being manufactured before our very eyes. If we bust that egg open, won't we be able to uncover the secrets behind how heretics are created?
Our primary goal is still to try and negotiate with the four beasts. That egg is our only bargaining chip. We can't afford to destroy it.
They don't seem terribly interested in talking.
Perhaps. But if we open up that egg, we'll destroy any potential chance we had of negotiating with them.
No wrong.
Instead of talking, they'll fight us to the death.
How do you plan on negotiating with them?
We'll have to get rough with them.
What?
If using force is what it'll take to get them to come to the negotiation table, then so be it.
Since when did you become so extreme with your methods?
I was holding myself back before. Not anymore.
I don't necessarily have any objections, but you do need to think carefully about this, Rappy. This isn't like it was with Marion. The four beasts are hostile heretics, something which we don't know much about. Capturing them could be of great benefit to the Ark.
For Miscellus, you mean? Or, to be more accurate, Seowyn. Maxwell, I understand that you care about Seowyn, but if we can strike a deal with the four beasts, or even potentially form some sort of alliance with them, we stand to gain so much more.
How can we be certain they'll be willing to do that?
Even if Seowyn mends her reputation, that doesn't guarantee that she'll return to normal.
You always do make valid points that are hard to refute. You're right. I wanted to give Seowyn an opportunity to make a name for herself. I felt the right thing to do was to seize any opportunity that came by, even if it meant going over the line.
May I
That's
say
rough.
something?
Go ahead.
I personally think you shouldn't chase after approval from others recklessly. If you want to talk about tarnished reputations, the Aegis Squad is in dire need of help, more than anyone. But despite that, we've never gone over the line, no matter how much humiliation we've endured. There are many ways in which we could take things further. But Miss Ingrid, Deputy Commander Birmingham, and even I all felt we would lose something if we did that. Our pride, our conviction, the things that make us who we are. Things that, once lost, could never be regained.
It's so
We've
real.
been able to hone ourselves without losing any of those things. Whenever an opportunity comes our way, we'll be ready for it. I truly do believe this is the best choice. The only choice. The Maxwell I know is one of the most rational and level-headed Nikkes out there. So I hope you don't choose a path that compromises your values. Instead, rely on your unparalleled strength, as you always have. Succeed in a way that's worth the Matisse name.
Sorry. I misspoke. You're right. We will do it our way. The right way. I'm sorry.
Ah, the service is fantastic! Brimming with passion and adventure!
We've got a problem.
What is it?
I burned all the Nutrium. That stuff wasn't cheap either.
If you're so intent on grilling something, there should be plenty of wood lying around.
Fucking Drake, you idiot.
I don't think the Admire can go any further. That's too dangerous.
What do you
In the
mean?
area before, there was some black liquid mixed together with the silver liquid. Here, however, it's all filled with some sort of silver liquid. The Admire can float atop this whatchamacallit. Arc matter? Dark matter? But there's no guarantee it will float on this silver liquid. This material is completely unknown to us. It could be like molten lava that could tear through the hull of the Admire.
What about the drama adventuring into the
All
unknown?
that stuff only counts if you're the only one at risk. There's nothing valorous about putting others in harm's way. If we had even a small idea of what this stuff was, we could try. But this is something we've never seen before. If we act recklessly, we could end up stranding ourselves out here. However, we should still be able to provide firing support with our armaments.
This entire place is flooded with this silver liquid. I don't see any black liquid except for where we're standing. It looks like all this stuff is flowing from that tree way over there.
Tree? What tree?
The silver one over there, with the golden fruit growing on it. Looks awfully suspicious to me.
Subordinate. Have you ever seen a tree like that on the surface before?
Never.
Since this silver liquid seems to be coming from that tree, why don't we go and investigate?
All right. Let's check it out. This could end up being a groundbreaking discovery.
This should go without saying. But everyone, make sure to avoid any contact with this unknown silver liquid.
We should try to secure a sample of the liquid if we can. I'll leave that to Matisse.
Sure thing. Thank you for giving us a chance to shine, cutie.
Lots higher than things going with the
We'll
egg.
use some wires to secure it. It's a little heavy, but we should be able to drag it around.
It's alright, it's in the hole, so take
Of
good care of
course.
it. Leviathan beats Ziz with both hands.
Ow! Stop hitting me! That hurts. Ugh. Ugh. How?
Why did you run away?
If we didn't, it seemed like you were gonna die.
I was about to transform!
It didn't really seem like that to me.
Well, I could have.
Okay, I get it. Can you stop hitting me?
You idiot. Behemoth is the one you should have taken, not me.
But you seemed more in danger than her.
If Behemoth can be revived, those punks don't stand a chance. What's the matter with you anyway? Doing things without my express orders.
I just wanted...
Yet again, you... Never mind. First things first. We need to get Behemoth back. Otherwise, there's no telling what they'll do. They might take that egg back to the Ark and crack it open. Ziz, go and find Behemoth. Now. What's wrong? Hey, can't you hear me?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I can hear you.
You need to go find Behemoth. What the... What's wrong now? Ziz, what's wrong? Okay. Whatever I did, I'm worried. Just stop crying, will you?
It's just that it's been a long time, and I was happy to see you, but all you did was get angry at me. You didn't even ask how I've been. I care about you, but you only care about Behemoth.
Oh.
All these guys beat me up badly. I didn't know what was going on, but I still managed to save you. And all you do in return is get mad at me and hit me.
Stop it already. I said that's enough! Behemoth and I ran into that Ark scum in the Crystal region. We fought against them, but we lost. In the aftermath, Behemoth's core was the only thing left, and that's what's recovering inside that egg. Those people you fought with were chasing after me.
Behemoth lost to them?
Yeah, but it won't happen again. Behemoth transformed.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool. Those morons who were following us were paralyzed with fear.
Wow.
It was the first time Behemoth had ever transformed, so she wasn't entirely able to control her powers. But this time, we'll have you alongside us as well.
Yeah, that's right. I can be helpful.
Behemoth needs nourishment badly right now, so we need to feed her a whole bunch. Feeding her some of my own parts went a long way towards reviving her, but it's still not enough. This time, you and I will go together and save Behemoth.
But
if I feed more of myself to her, she'll live.
But what will happen to you? Won't that kill you?
You and Behemoth can simply revive me again.
But what if it doesn't work? What if you die for real?
I won't die.
If either you or Behemoth dies, I'll follow shortly after.
What are you saying?
I hate death. I don't want you, Behemoth, or Bahamut to go. I don't want to die either. So I'll do what has to be done. I'll get the egg back. If I do a good job, you need to be nice to me, okay?
Fine.
Also, we might not need to feed the egg.
Huh?
Aren't you curious as to what I've been doing this whole time?
You were out scavenging for rare materials. Tyrant-class cores, potential new substances, stuff like that, right?
That's right. And recently, I found something really special. It was buried super deep underground, and I found it all by myself, without anyone helping me. That's why I rushed back to show you. If we feed this to Behemoth, she might revive right away.
You've always been a real bloodhound when it comes to finding unique items. So tell me, what's all this build-up been leading to?
Wait just a moment.
Ziz opens up her wings and rummages around for a moment. After a while, something heavy falls down with a
What
resounding
is
thud.
that? Looks like an imposter.
That's right.
Okay, so it's an imposter without a head. What's so special about that?
This one has 2 cores.
What?
An imposter with 2 cores. I'd say that's valuable, wouldn't you?
Violet stares at the headless Nikke sprawled on the
Wait.
ground.
I recognize that outfit. It's her.
You know who this is?
Rappy.
It's one of Rappy's old bodies.
It's Rappy.
The 2 cores thing gave it away. There are puddles of the silver liquid scattered
Yeah.
everywhere.
And massive ones at that. Some of these are large enough to engulf an entire building.
What could
Not
it be?
sure. But it's definitely different from dark matter. It might be some variation of it.
How about the samples are
Drake secured
requested?
some earlier using a storage container made from Atlas. We'll need to assess how dangerous it is before bringing it back to the Ark.
I presume my touching it directly is out of the question.
Absolutely not. We don't know a single thing about this material yet. It appears to have a viscosity similar to dark matter. But that's all we know. Coming into contact with it might destroy your internal organs. Or it could be corrosive and burn straight through you. Don't put too much faith in your regenerative abilities. Power always comes at a price.
Right, okay, sorry for even
That's
suggesting
why I'll
it.
touch it instead. My curiosity is at its peak. And I can't take it anymore.
All the things I expected you to say, that was not
For
one
all
of
we
them.
know, it could simply be mercury, or a type of glowing plankton.
Well, the doom and gloom when I suggest touching it and suddenly everything's harmless when you're the one
I'm
at
stronger
bat.
than you, Commander. My power doesn't have as many setbacks as yours potentially may have.
Birdie, Rappy, there's a rapture.
It's in the direction that the Oplos is pointing. We can see a rapture crawling out of a silver
Looks like
puddle.
it just took a bath.
It's important to have good personal hygiene after all.
Would you two screw your heads back on and think straight? That thing probably just fell in the puddle and is crawling out.
A really odd way of thinking yourself sometimes, Rappy.
It doesn't appear to be malfunctioning in any way. Perhaps it's as I thought. And the silver liquid isn't that dangerous.
What, Rappy? Did you hear
Commander.
that?
Look at the rapture carefully.
I use the rapture, which is crawling out of the silver liquid. It appears to be walking normally, but another strange sound. I scrutinize the rapture closely. Every time it takes a step, its foot becomes more deformed. It almost resembles a squashed water balloon. Is this some kind of new rapture? The rapture stops moving and then something bizarre happens. The rapture's body begins to melt, looking like a cheap plastic toy left too close to an open flame. What looks to be some kind of outer shell collapses, and soon the entire rapture melts into a liquid ooze that spreads across the ground. What was once a rapture has become a molten puddle of silver liquid, which then proceeds to seep into the ground and then
What was
disappear.
It sounds strange to say, but did it melt?
Drake,
Take
the
it out
sample.
now.
Don't tell me what to do.
Stop arguing and hurry!
Drake pulls out the sample container, which is approximately the size of her forearm. Despite being made of Atlas material, which is incredibly sturdy, the container is now wobbling in Drake's hands, twisting and contorting like a water balloon.
What's going on? This is scary.
Throw it! Drake hurls the container into the air. Shortly after tossing it, the container bursts in midair, becoming silver liquid.
Drake.
Are you okay?
There's no need to panic. I only got a drop of it on my foot. Heroic slice!
Don't cut off her leg.
Oh, is that not a good idea? I shouldn't have to spell that out for you.
Drake, hurry up and take your shoe off.
But this is my favorite shoe.
It's not like you bought it with your own money. Siwon bought it for you, so take it off.
But I don't want to be barefoot.
Laplace, cut it off.
Heroic slice! All right, I'll take it off.
Everyone back away.
I think cutting it off may have actually been a better idea.
Good grief, everyone losing their heads over a single drop of the...
As Drake bends down to pick her shoe back up, she stops dead in her tracks. The shoe begins to droop, and soon after becomes silver liquid and
Maybe you should
disappears.
cut my leg off, actually. Heroic slice!
Darn. I forgot that my hero powers are low right now.
Some hero powers those are. Pathetic.
Could you two take this somewhere?
What is this stuff?
It seems to turn anything it touches into that same silver liquid, somehow. It appears to be recompositing other types of matter into its own. It did it with that rapture, and even with the Atlas metal. Not only that, but it did it so quickly.
A single drop was all it took to melt Drake's shoe. That might be all it takes to transform anything, regardless of size.
This place just got a whole lot more dangerous.
I have a theory. I think these silver pools that are scattered around are where buildings used to stand. The building must have come into contact with the silver liquid, and then melted. Fortunately, natural materials don't seem to be affected. The nearby grass, trees, and wooden posts appear to be untouched. We should avoid any areas with man-made structures moving forward.
Leviathan mentioned that mixing dark matter with other materials could yield something like a dissolving agent. Maybe this is what she was talking about. Back where we came from, there were areas where dark matter was mixed together with this silver liquid.
Okay, but where exactly is the silver liquid to begin
I'm
with?
hoping that tree over there will answer that.
Before I see a silver tree using out silver liquid. Let's proceed with caution.
What is it, Commander?
I was wondering what the Four Beast goal is.
Whatever it is, they're hell-bent on delivering a blow to the offsprings. I'm not sure what it all means, but the four beasts seem to really despise them.
You're probably right, but what exactly do you think they have in mind against the
Maybe
offsprings?
roughing them up somehow.
So I thought physical violence was what they had in mind too, but it's starting to feel more and more like they've got something else planned.
They're certainly going through a lot of trouble.
But they've done sooner,
Using crystals to gather electricity in order to power the Harmony Cube. Constructing an imitation arc. Creating new raptures using a dissolving agent that itself is created by mixing dark matter in the silver liquid. Leviathan said the dissolving agent retains the information of whatever it dissolves, and that there's the cluster of eggs we found back in the previous area. And those pseudo-tyrant-class creatures that resembled snakes. It's clear that the four beasts are capable of impressive creations.
Due to that, they got quite impressive building materials. Maybe it's Ziz's role to hunt down those
It
materials.
makes sense, given that Ziz is able to carry so much material and with ease. Not only that, but she's capable of flight and utilizes dark matter like a personal storage unit. That would also explain Leviathan's attempt to use Cinderella as a type of material. As the first heretic, her value as a building material is unparalleled.
So the Four Beasts are able to get their hands on superior materials. Will they try to mass produce tyrant class creatures?
No. They'll try to make something even better.
If I wanted to take revenge against someone far more powerful than myself, and time wasn't a factor, I wouldn't make a move until I was
And that
fully
explains
prepared.
the four beasts' current situation to a T. Their ultimate goal must be to ensure their revenge is absolute. Maybe their end goal really is to create a heretic. If they could produce multiple heretics, not even the offsprings could stand against them.
I wouldn't be so sure.
If they wanted to be absolutely sure of having their vengeance, there's something they could create that's even more powerful than a heretic. A queen.
They must be out of their
If
minds.
the four beasts knew how to create a queen, nothing would ensure their vengeance more than that. Offsprings itself is a loaded term that denotes all sorts of defiance against lineage and origin. If the four beasts create their own queen, and establish a new force that surpasses the current Rapture hierarchy, that would be the ultimate act of revenge.
We need to talk to Leviathan. If we can get the Four Beasts to work together with us, it could change everything. It could change everything. A few days later, the Ark. In front of a nutrient shop, meet. Anise checks the time.
Let's go back. Anise, it's been 3 days already. We come to this meat shop, wait until 7:05 exactly, and then head back.
Oh, dang. It's been that long already?
What are we doing here? Well, shouldn't we at least buy some meat while we're here? They're grilling samples inside, and the smell is driving me crazy.
That's what you're upset about?
Did your message even get sent in the first place?
He just pulls out her phone and plays the saved video. And the video needs to be directly into the camera.
Long time no see.
I'll be waiting at the place where we all shared a tearful moment together for the first time. I'll be waiting. Please come.
Video
You
ends.
look like a potential victim leaving a final warning video about the killer.
What? In what world does that video give off those vibes?
Either way, I don't think you did a good job conveying the information.
They don't know what I'm talking about.
If they see it in the first place, that is. I don't think many people saw that video, to be honest.
That's probably true, but things like this tend to spread through word of mouth.
But what if someone sees that and recognizes you?
So what? My face was already plastered on screens from those news reports.
Oh, right.
Sure,
Oh.
there might be a few people who recognize me, but only a few. I'm sure there are people out there making wild assumptions and bad-mouthing me. They'll make fun of me for being on such a strange show so soon after being in the news. People say all kinds of terrible things. Let them talk. I don't need to pay them any mind. I could never see or hear a word of
Based.
what they say. And they'll keep gossiping in their own little warped world for the rest of their lives.
Pretty based.
They'll have a real good time talking crap about me, but I'll never give it 1 second of my time.
That's what you should do.
They'll act like their opinions are so important, assuming I must be paying attention. Then they'll get mad when I don't acknowledge them. Who knows what they're saying if I don't look.
Anise!
Sorry, I kind of went on a tear there.
Are you okay? You're sweating.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry. Actually, I take that back. I feel like crap. Why don't we get some meat? Although, I must warn you, this place isn't the best. Still, the food's cheap, so it's not a bad deal. That's why I used to come here.
Anise. It's been a while. How have you been?
A suspicious person in a mask. They must be from some weird cult. Or they're gonna...
Mint? It's me.
You came.
You asked me to come. After all, who's your friend?
If you must know,
This is my friend Neon. She's a fellow squad member of mine. What? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't know you thought of me as a friend.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Nice to meet you, Neon. I'm Mint. I used to work with Anise.
So are you a pop star?
Yes, I was once.
Do you think I have what it takes to be a singer too?
Of course. Anyone can be a singer.
No, I mean, my voice sucks ass, bro. I'm gonna be straight with y'all on that.
Really? In that case, I should make my grand debut.
Aren't you busy?
Not really.
Then, can we talk for a bit?
That's why you called for me, wasn't it? Here, let's head to my practice room. It's nearby.
What about Prika?
She's practicing, as usual.
Still the same, huh?
Yeah, same as always. And what about you, Anise? Are you still the same?
No.
I see.
Yeah, she's been through some shit. Anise has been through some shit, like getting sliced in half.
A farewell performance. When do we need to do it?
As soon as we're ready, I suppose.
So we can do it right away. Let's set it for 3 days from now.
3 days? Isn't that too soon?
We'll sing Be My Star. Don't you think that's fitting?
Our last song.
I'm sure you remember how the song goes, right? And you'll remember how to sync up with us for the choreography.
No, I don't remember.
Really?
Okay, I do remember, but I wouldn't say I'm confident.
Don't worry, your body will remember. Half a day of practice and you'll slip right back into it. Mint, can you take care of all the staging?
Sure thing. Leave it to me.
How about you, Neon? Are you going to join?
Huh? I'm allowed?
Sure, if you've had some practice before.
Oh, then I guess that's a no-go. I'll have to settle for being the manager.
All right then, go ahead and do that. Have you got time to practice, Anise?
Huh? Right now?
Yeah, the sooner we start, the better.
Right now isn't really the best time.
Why not? Because you've got your manager here? You haven't gone shy on us, have you?
She only just found out that I used to be a pop star.
And you find that embarrassing?
That's not what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm the one who came to you asking for help, and now here I am waffling. Okay, let's practice.
I'll watch quietly from the corner over here.
I'm warning you. Don't you dare start laughing.
Of course not. You're putting your heart and soul into this. Why would I laugh?
Because it's funny.
Mint, are you going to join us?
Sure. It's been ages since we all practiced together. This'll be fun.
I don't know. I'm not as confident as you two that this'll work out.
I told you. Your muscle memory will take over soon enough. Let's start.
I'm exhausted. Where did Prika go? She didn't even stop to rest afterwards.
She's going to wash up. It's an endless cycle for her. Finish practice, take a shower, finish showering, back to practice. She always says it's unacceptable to be unkempt. And daily practice is no excuse to change that.
She hasn't changed a bit. If anything, it sounds like she's gotten worse.
Maybe a little.
How's her accessory business doing?
Great! It's doing much better than it was when she was a star.
And despite that, she's...
Yes, so that she can be ready to return to the spotlight at any moment.
Mint.
Yes?
How was I? When I was practicing, that is.
You were good. It's amazing how much the body remembers.
Really? I guess I was a little surprised at how well I moved. What's wrong with you? You've been quiet as a mouse.
I can't believe it. You really did used to be a pop star.
How many times do I have to tell you until you'll believe me? Anyway, you launched straight into practice, so we weren't really able to catch up. How have you been, Mint?
Good. I recently released an EP.
I heard it. It's good.
Really? You liked it? Prika and I paid for it with our own money.
I know. I've been buying all your albums and merchandise. And the accessories Prika makes.
You should have reached out earlier.
How could I? Are your hands feeling better?
Mint smiles as she holds up her hand, several fingers are wrapped up
I
in
haven't gotten
bandages.
any better at cooking. I can say that much. I've been appearing on a cooking show for years now, but I still keep injuring my fingers by mistake.
Huh? Nikke can get injured by knives? Are you using a Godesium sword to do your slicing?
No. The bodies that we currently use are meant to resemble humans as much as possible. Even if we're injured, we can't swap those parts out for different ones. Accumulating scars and bruises is important to keep everything feeling real.
Sounds like tough going.
That it is.
But why a cooking program? I didn't know you were interested in that.
If I'm being honest, I prefer going out to eat over cooking it myself. It's simply that cooking is a good look for me.
Yeah, it does suit your image.
Thanks. At any rate, I'm doing my best, and people seem to like it. These days, most people know me as a cook. When I tell them I used to be a pop star, they think I'm lying.
What about Prika? Is she doing anything else besides the accessory line?
No. Whenever she has any free time, she comes here and practices. She still believes being able to sing and dance is all you need as an entertainer. She feels that things like character appeal are for people who aren't confident enough in their skills. If you're good at what you do, you'll naturally be appealing to people.
Maybe that used to be the case, but that era is long gone now.
Rika knows that. That's why she's working as hard as she is. She's going against the grain, and I think that's kinda cool.
I'm sorry. It's my fault that we fell apart.
Didn't I tell you before? I don't want to hear sorry from you.
But, never mind.
Anyway, it seems like you're doing well. I heard you're doing great in the commando unit.
Yeah, I've met a lot of good people.
It sounds like that's a better fit for you. Back when you were here with us, you would complain just about every day.
Are you done washing up?
Yeah.
I never said that it suits me. Things just ended up that way.
People with talent always say that. Anyway, I'm glad things worked out.
Talent. Rika, do I have talent?
You used to. Enough to make me jealous.
I see.
Get up. We need to practice. Anise,
The next
your
day.
tempo is a little slow.
Okay, how about now?
Good. That'll do. Let's continue.
Oh man, I used to mess up this part all the time.
It's okay. Just relax.
Shit.
Oh dear.
A little fast. Actually, never mind. I doubt people will notice. All right, that's enough.
Are we done for today?
No, we're done, period. We can leave the choreography as is.
Huh? Already?
Yeah, you've still got it. Where we're at should be fine for the performance.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
How about singing?
We'll do a light run through tomorrow. These days, all the techno gizmos and gadgets can make up for any slip-ups in real time.
I see. Wow! I can't believe you pulled that off so quickly. You're amazing.
Have you booked the stage, Mint?
Yes, we're all set for 3 days from now. 100 seat capacity.
Not bad.
What do you think, Mint?
About what?
Do you think we're ready?
Simply being able to perform with you again is good enough for me.
Really? Rika, how about the outfits?
I still have the ones we wore before. Our figures may have changed somewhat, but I can have the outfits altered. I'll let the costume team know. Once they've got our measurements, they'll be able to tailor them in a flash.
But I can't do it. This was fun. What? What do you mean? I'm pissed off, so I'm not doing it.
Why are you upset?
You seriously don't know?
No, I don't.
You're not giving this your all. You used to freak out if our timing was off by a microsecond. You insisted that our singing all had to be done live. You were always cracking the whip at us, demanding that we stay in shape so we could squeeze into our outfits. And now you're just throwing up your hands and telling me, this'll do? What the hell is going on here? You're treating this like an irritating task that you want to get over with as soon as possible. If you don't want to do this, just tell me. Don't make me publicly humiliate myself.
Anise, that's not it.
What do you want from us? Are we supposed to leap up and do jumping jacks at the thought of getting back together? Should we have written a new song, made new costumes, and performed on a massive stage?
I didn't expect all that. I'm not delusional.
You didn't?
Even so, that doesn't mean we should shrug our shoulders and half-ass this. I know it was selfish of me to quit. I ruined everything. And now I come barging in, asking for a farewell performance like nothing ever happened. I know it's shameless, but I thought at least once we could.
Once, you say? Now who's the one half-assing things? Your only goal is to do a single performance. So, that's what I'm intending to do. You've got some nerve accusing us of not being excited about this. You're only doing this because someone forced you to. It's not because you genuinely wanted to do it. And yet you expect us to give it our all? How selfish can you be? We used to be close. And that's the only reason we're doing this. So if you're going to do it, do it. If not, then don't. But don't expect us to do any more than is absolutely necessary.
Hey, what did you just say? You're only doing this out of a sense of obligation?
What of it? You expect us to believe that you're doing this for us? We stand to gain nothing from this.
Rika.
What? We all know I'm right.
Okay, that's it.
Stop! Everyone stop! I can't take any more of this! I'm Anise's manager, and I won't let you run roughshod over her. Anise shouldn't have to beg on her hands and knees for this. She has more pride than that. She's not doing this for herself. She's doing it with you. Together!
Don't be ridiculous. Unlike Anise, we don't regret what we've done in the past. She's doing this for herself. And she doesn't even bring anything to the table.
Yes, she does! She has songs, outfits, and a stage ready to go! We'll prepare everything. All you two need to do is make sure you practice plenty and don't embarrass her later. But Anise isn't going to be on stage in a few days, I'll tell you that much. She's not going to tarnish her image by appearing in such a shabby last-minute event. We'll handle everything, and before long, you two will be the ones begging to be a part of it.
Do as you wish.
Let's go, Anise.
Huh?
Hurry!
Okay.
You need to storm out of the practice room.
Did we lay it on too thick?
Hard to tell, but if their reactions are any indication, I'd say they didn't suspect anything. Nicely done, Prika.
Provoking her was all your idea.
You're right. She may not be a pop star anymore, but Anise is a rising star right now. She has access to far more resources than us. Be it a new hit song, flashy outfits, or a bigger stage. Connections are everything in this business, after all. And we're just a pair of broke, washed-up has-beens. No one's going to write any songs for us. No one's going to design us new outfits or give us a grand stage.
Aren't you being a bit harsh?
Since the room is full of dreamers, someone has to be a realist.
I don't know. I don't think I like this. Was it really necessary to go that far?
What do you mean?
I feel like we're using Anise.
Oh, is that it? Then be my guest. Tell Anise about our situation. Tell her we're flat broke and unable to prepare even the most rudimentary concert, and that we desperately need her help.
I don't want that.
You see, that's why Anise overshadowing us is the best outcome for us both. Anise gets to feel superior, and we get to benefit from her clout.
You're wrong.
What?
The best part is that we'll be able to perform with Anise again. With a new song, new outfits, and a larger stage.
True.
Better and bigger.
I can't believe those two.
Neon, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Why are you getting so upset?
They're openly disrespecting us. What should I have said to them? That you're inferior to them? And that we're ever so grateful they're gracing us with their presence?
It's true, though.
Anise, listen carefully. No one is allowed to disrespect you. The only ones who can give you grief are me, Rappy, and Master.
You guys shouldn't disrespect me either.
We're gonna find an amazing song, killer outfits, and whatever else we need. And put those two in their place.
What are you planning on doing? All my old showbiz connections have dried up.
I'll figure it out.
You? How?
I'm your manager, aren't I? I'll handle it. You just keep practicing. Get back those old instincts of yours.
Forget it. Let's just get this over with. Why make it so hard on ourselves? We don't need to work this hard.
Is that what you really want? Well, is it? Do you want to stand on a tiny stage in front of a handful of people singing an old song and wearing a cobbled-together outfit? Is that really how you want to have your farewell performance go? I may not know everything that's going on in your mind, but I can tell how much being a pop star meant to you.
Fucking lit.
You were practically glowing back there during practice. You're clearly proud of your past. Is this really how you want to say goodbye to your glorious past? Well?
No.
Neon spitting bibs. Neon spitting mad facts right now. Neon's usually talking a lot of bullshit about firepower, but Neon's spitting mad facts right now. Neon's locking the fuck in.
I want to do it beautifully. I want to look legitimate. I want a true finale.
Good. You just focus on looking good out there. I'll figure out the rest. That's what I told her.
Fucking clown.
But it was all empty bluster.
Uh-huh. So that's why I wanted to ask. Do either of you perhaps know someone in the industry?
Do we look like we have any showbiz connections?
No.
Then why are you asking?
Because I'm grasping at straws here.
I do know one person involved in the entertainment industry.
Huh?
Really?
A producer and composer who was caught embezzling at the company he worked at. We sent him to a correctional facility.
I'm not sure how helpful that will be.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be the most helpful if he's locked up.
About it. Don't you think he's probably been released by now?
He was. He got out a week ago and has been partying non-stop to celebrate. He ended up vanishing after visiting some shady establishment in the Outer Rim. Since he entered the Outer Rim of his own accord, no investigations have been initiated.
Where did you say he went again?
A particularly seedy joint, where Nikke's work.
No, before that.
The Outer Rim.
The Outer Rim isn't exactly a popular hotspot for partying, is it?
Thrill seekers are always searching for something new. The Outer Rim is beyond the central government's realm of surveillance. That means you can get away with just about anything there. Rumor has it, all sorts of wild things go down there.
Do you know where exactly in the Outer Rim he went?
I know what you're thinking. And the Outer Rim is not a place you head into alone, especially now. Things are chaotic over there. Isn't Anise busy practicing her routine? That means you'd have to go solo, and that's far too dangerous. We can't go with you either. The Overseer Squad would need a reason before visiting the Outer Rim. If we went in without one, people would probably suspect us of being corrupt.
It's okay. I've got a lot of close connections out there.
Huh?
Tell me the location. I'll save him.
Yeah, we do have some connections in the Outer Rim. For better or worse.
Straight for the captain. Fire!
Aye, aye, sir.
The anti-aircraft guns unleash a merciless barrage. Ziz skillfully darts through the maelstrom of bullets and continues heading closer. Far from stopping her, the fusillade only serves to slow her down slightly.
She's going for the egg.
The boss! Hero Buster!
A beam of light shoots up from the muzzle of Laplace's weapon, heading towards the descending Ziz. Ziz accelerates to Mach speed, leaving only a black streak in the air, which makes it impossible to see her clearly. Laplace's attack misses, and all the Admire's barrage hits the air. Soon after, the black streak disappears from sight entirely.
Darn! Above us!
Ziz lands on the ground without us having seen her. As she touches down, she slams into Laplace, crushing her.
Pretty fast, don't you think? When I put my mind to things, I'm not to be messed with.
I've got her!
Drake grabs the panting Ziz.
Get ready for the Drake special!
Red electricity leaps out Drake's body and scorches Ziz.
How do you like that?
How are you so strong?
Ziz's wings spread open, and a Leviathan jumps out from inside.
Get lost.
Dark matter pours from Ziz's wings, and Drake is swept away by the black tide. Only her face remains visible, with the rest of her trapped within the black mass.
So humiliating!
Ziz, the egg.
On it! That's far enough. We won't just hand over the egg to you. You guys need to talk to us.
I think we're past talking now.
I think I know what you're after. We might be able to help each other.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up! You're all just going to stab us in the back again.
I knew you would say that. Very well. Once I take you down, we'll see how much you feel like talking.
You won't be able to catch up to me.
Those wings of yours need time to reach their top speed. I'll catch you before then, and drill right through you. I can accelerate much faster than you.
Leviathan lifts the unconscious Laplace and Drake
Don't
with
move.
dark matter.
Or I'll pump these two full of dark matter. Unless you want their brains floating in dark matter, you better stay right where you are.
Leviathan weep.
Stop talking.
Looks like we have a hostage situation. If Behemoth saw this, she'd be so disappointed.
I said stop talking! I'm not bluffing. I'll really do it.
Okay, now I'm getting really angry. Members of Matisse being taken hostage? I don't think so. Hey, Laplace! Drake, don't you find this humiliating? I thought you two were the best Masillas had to offer.
Electricity surges from Laplace and Drake's bodies, causing them to turn a bright white.
Ziz, throw them!
Ziz grabs the electrified Laplace and Drake and launches into the air.
It hurts! But I've got to listen to Leviathan! Otherwise, she'll abandon me!
Where do you think you're going?
Rappy deploys her drill and pursues Ziz. At the same time, Leviathan spreads dark matter and blocks
You're not
Rappy's
going
path.
anywhere! Out of the way!
Rappy's drill pierces through the dark matter, protecting Leviathan. Fragments of dark matter scatter everywhere, and terror flashes across
You can't
Leviathan's
stop me.
face.
Now move! No! I need to protect Behemoth!
Rappy stops directly in front of Leviathan and stops her drill.
Leviathan, we need to talk. Shut up!
A waterfall of dark matter pours over Rappy. Rappy falls to the ground and doesn't move.
You
Leviathan.
don't get to say my name! Don't talk to me!
We. Ziz lands on the ground. Her hair and eyebrows are tinged with white frost.
Leviathan! I dropped them from way high up. When they hit the ground, there'll be nothing but a splatter. You won't even be able to recognize them. How'd I do? Did I do good?
Yeah. Good job.
I told you I'd do good. At this altitude, even a hero!
You idiot! Stop talking about heroes and do something!
Can you two hear me?
Maxwell! Help!
I'll use the Admire's catapult to launch the power upgrade components your way. By calculating your speed of descent along with the velocity of the catapult's trajectory, we should be able to meet in the middle. Obviously, I can't give precise coordinates, and I can't confirm if the parts will fit all that well, but it's better than nothing.
Okay, fine. Just send them over. Do the parts have a landing function?
No, it's just that their power output and durability are radically increased from what you have now.
So we're just supposed to upgrade ourselves and then fall?
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Ewan made it, and I did some fine-tuning. This stuff was crafted by the greatest minds Macilis has to offer.
Not bad.
When will the parts arrive?
They'll be heading your way soon. I have faith in you. You can do this. Show me how special you both are. Show those damned heretics once and for all what happens when they mess with Matisse.
I'm tired. That leaves just one, but it's a real human? Not an imposter?
That's right.
Wow, it's been ages since I saw a real, man? You're a man, aren't you?
That's right, and one cool hombre at that.
Leviathan! That's what we need!
Well then, shall we?
Huh? Are you feeling okay? How come you don't have any energy? We won! And I played a big part in it! You ought to be praising me more. Go on! Tell me that I'm the best!
Ziz, was it? Those two niggas you just tossed in the air, do you know what everyone in the art calls them?
I don't know. What do they call them?
Heroes.
Heroes? Those two?
That's right. And heroes are known for appearing from the sky.
What in the world are you blabbering about?
With a resounding thunderclap and blue and red flashes, the two Applause and Drake make a crash landing right on top of Leviathan and Ziz, crushing them.
Have no fear, the hero's here!
Have no fear, the villain's here!
I hate you two.
Don't. I'm not used to this new weapon of mine, and I've got a loose trigger finger.
Ditto! This is one heck of an upgrade. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be this strong. It's almost overkill.
When did you two power up?
In the air, with a whoosh and a boom.
Maxwell, can you make some sense of this?
She had us catapult her over.
Catapult, you mean the launcher?
She wanted to get there ASAP.
I don't think that's meant to be firing Nikke's.
I don't know that. She insisted.
Something comes plummeting down and crashes roughly on the ground. After a minor commotion, Maxwell walks out from the resulting dust cloud.
Very nice. This stuff is definitely durable, that's for sure. Heck, I wonder if there's any point in being tactical anymore. I should be careful. Unhwa would tear me a new one if she heard me say that.
You powered up too, Maxwell?
This upgrade program was intended for Matisse. And I'm part of Matisse, aren't I? Where's Laplace and Drake?
I just gotta say, the new Maxwell is fucking peak. Yes. I point to the two of them.
So, how are you two feeling?
What else can we say? We feel like $1,000,000 bucks.
This power is almost frightening.
Good, good. To be honest, I'm not really in the talking mood. But I suppose we can take pity on these weaker cretins. All right, you two bozos. It's time we have a conversation. And just so you know, we're not asking you. We're telling you.
Axel's a badass when she wants to be. Like, she may be the office worker type. She may be like, oh yeah, I'm just Matisse's office worker. I'm just the brains behind these two fucking muscle heads here. But she can come in and be a motherfucking badass. Don't fuck with Maxwell. Are you trying to make a queen? You know how to make it, right? Is it made the same way those other things were fused together from the eggs?
I don't know.
Where are you making it?
I don't know. I don't have a clue what you're rambling on about.
It must have something to do with the imitation art you're making.
No. How much did you tell them?
Be quiet, idiot!
Idiot? I'm sorry, Leviathan. Did I mess up again?
What's your aim in doing all this?
I told you! I have no idea what you're talking about!
Cutie, let's take them back to the Ark. We'll get them to talk whether they want to or not. I'm sure lots of people in the Ark would be pleased if we took that egg with us as well.
No, not the Ark! Stop struggling, or else I may not be able to control my own strength.
If you cooperate, we won't have to bother with any of that. We have a common goal. Cooperating makes sense to me.
You'll be stabbed in the back.
By who?
Me. I betray people. That's, what I do.
Leviathan?
You want to cooperate? Fine, but I'll turn on you. That's the kind of person I am. I sell out anything and everyone, even those precious to me. I'm such a fool.
Leviathan?
What's that sound?
It's not me. I'm not hungry.
If that was coming from your stomach, you'd have more to worry about than your appetite. What is that?
The silver liquid is rising. It's pouring out from the silver tree.
What the?
Pouring out too fast. At this rate, the entire area will be flooded before you have a chance to escape.
What? How can that be?
Do you know something?
There haven't been any problems so far. Why is this happening all of a sudden?
Leviathan. Explain what's going on, quickly.
It's the salivary glands. They've been stimulated.
What are you talking about?
Tree over there. Its salivary glands have been stimulated. Now the saliva is flowing. But how? There's nothing that could make it salivate before. It's you. It's all of you. You're making it hungry.
Speak English, will you?
Silver liquid starts bursting out of the silver tree. It begins to rain down on us.
Touch you.
Ziz spreads her wings above us, creating a protective canopy. We can hear the pitter-patter of the silver liquid landing on the
Are you
wings above
sure
us.
this will work?
This stuff doesn't dissolve dark matter. It only gets mixed together. But I can't keep this up for long. If too much gets mixed in, I won't be able to control it.
Have you got an idea, Leviathan?
You've got to incinerate that tree.
I'm on it. I'll turn it into charcoal.
No holding back. Let's unload on this thing.
Naturally. Electric power. Full charge. Overdrive.
Matisse Buster!
The members of Matisse fire a collective beam which heads towards the silver tree. Upon contact, there's a blinding flash as the particles scatter. The silver tree withstands the attack as if enduring a strong gale. Soon after, the beam dies down.
Is that really a tree?
It may not be down, but your attack worked. The amount of liquid coming out is less than half it was before.
Keep going.
I was only at 5% power then. Time to bump it up to 40%.
And I was at 0.2% before, so I'll raise it to 20.
Firing at 150%!
Mast, anchor. Admire, stand by. Aegis cannon, charge!
Aye, it's been fully charged for a while now.
No obstacles in the line of fire. Fire at will. Lock them to target. Silver tree. Everyone, take cover. Aegis cannon, fire!
Aye! Aye!
Let's give it one more push. This time, full power.
Electric power, fully full charge.
Super duper.
Matisse Uber.
Incredible.
The Aegis Cannon, the Admire, and the Matisse Buster all side by side towards the silver tree. In my eye, the resulting wave of light and heat is immense. Before me, I witnessed an unfurling of energy unlike anything I've ever seen. I'm positive nothing could possibly withstand such a cataclysmic blast. The ground overturns and the silver tree topples backwards. Oh boy, look who it is! Our good old friend Gluttony. Ground overturns and the silver tree topples backwards. In the open recess left behind, there is what only could be described as a hideous mouth of some kind. Countless teeth give way to a throat that seems to stretch into infinity. The gigantic gaping maw opens wide as if waiting for sustenance. Another burst of light from the Matisse Buster and Aegis Cannon surges forward and disappears into the open mouth. However, this time no explosion can be felt, no flash, no tremor. The two beams that had been seemingly assured us victory only moments ago vanish as if they never existed.
What is that thing?
Is it some type of rapture?
It's as if it consumed the energy.
No, Gluttony! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
The mouth of the creature opens wide and approaches us. Its intentions are quite clear. It plans on swallowing us whole.
Leviathan! Snap out of it! I'm sorry, Siren. Leviathan!
Commander!
Prepare for battle. It seems to be able to neutralize or even absorb energy. Attack it, but avoid the mouth.
Nothing but mouth! Huh. Are you scared?
As if. Follow me, villain.
Oh no, you don't. You follow me, hero.
Let's go. Encounter!
It's running away!
It's hiding under the ground.
Chase it!
No, we don't know what might be underneath the surface. We need to get out of here. There are too many unknown factors at play here.
Ziz, how's Leviathan?
Leviathan! Leviathan! I don't think anything I'm saying is registering with her.
Grab her and let's retreat. Everyone hurry.
Okay, hold on. Why am I following orders from you? Bad news, guys. I'm detecting energy patterns underground. They seem similar to the Aegis Cannon and Matisse Buster. What? Captain, something big is headed your way. Brace for impact!
Everyone take cover. The ground shakes. A light burst up from the hole where the mouth disappeared. I hurriedly ducked down. My entire body aches, but I can still move my arms and legs. I look around, but I can't see anything. The darkness surrounds me. Where am I? Darkness in front of me begins to lift like a black curtain. As his wings curl up and disappear behind her back. You saved me from that creature's attack?
I was protecting Leviathan.
Well, thank you anyway.
A compliment?
I look around again. Nothing is left. Gone is the dense forest, the sea of silver liquid, and the silver tree. Instead, all that remains is a flat expanse of barren land.
This doesn't make any sense.
Everything's gone.
What incredible power!
Subordinate, are you safe?
We're fine over here. What about you?
But the Admire took a serious hit. The interior is fine, but the outer armor sustained heavy damage. None of our armaments are functional. Luckily for us, none of the silver liquid got as far as us. Still, I think this is the end of our voyage.
So frustrating.
It's a miracle that we all made it out alive.
Agreed. I'm glad everyone's
That mouth
okay.
just now. You said it was a rapture?
I remember seeing something like that in one of the databases. Gluttony. A long time ago. It swallowed an ICBM that was headed towards the lift, then spewed the energy back out. It turned the entire launch site into a wasteland.
20-kilometer wide wasteland, by the way.
It's from an incredibly old source, though.
That means this thing has been here for a long time.
Most likely. In the meantime, it's turned this place into its domain.
At any rate, I think we should get out of here. Based on Leviathan and Ziz's reactions, it doesn't seem like it had been active for a very long time. Didn't she say something about us making it hungry? It must have reacted to us, or something we have, and showed itself in order to devour us.
Okay, but why would its salivary glands, as she called them, be in the form of a tree?
When you initially saw that tree, what was your first thought?
That it was interesting, and that I wanted to get a closer look at it.
There you go. rather than us being wary of seeing something alien. It instead piqued our curiosity.
Pretty sneaky. Laplace, Drake, are you okay?
Of course! I was a bit flabbergasted, but I'm fine now.
Okay, let's get out of here. And let's take those heretic...
What's wrong? What is it?
Hold on. Leviathan clings tightly to the egg, and Ziz carries
They're running
Leviathan.
away.
Sis, fly! Okay!
Ziz kicks off the ground and flies upward, Leviathan and Behemoth containing the egg in tow. Get them. Ziz accelerates. She soars higher, instantly creating an insurmountable distance between
Should we
us.
shoot her down?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You're right. This is so annoying. What's that sound?
Is that? It's Mother Whale.
Just a little more. Once we reach that island ahead, we can rest.
Yeah. I'll do my best. Huh? Was that you, Leviathan?
No, it wasn't you?
Is it just me, or does it feel a little hot?
No, I feel it too.
Ziz and Leviathan look back. A massive whale in the sky approaches with its mouth wide open.
Another whale?
It's huge! I've never seen one that big before! The color is different too.
Move, move, move!
I can't! The air currents are too strong!
Mother Whale's mouth closes as it swallows the three of them. That is officially the end of chapter 38. We're left on a cliffhanger until fucking the next chapter, and that annoys me to no end. Because that is huge. What is Mother Whale doing there? But now we have, for the final bit for this video in particular, is the hidden lore, the collectibles that we found throughout the events. And then after that, we're going into the next video, which will be the new event. Is this thing recording? Okay, yeah, it is. Since you guys never read what I wrote, I decided to leave a voice message instead. So make sure you listen. I'll really quiz you on this later. Got it? So I know my king. Now you will probably try to listen to this, so it doesn't hurt to try. It should be obvious by now, but the egg must not be subjected to any strong impacts. Given that its contents aren't fully developed yet, it's exceedingly fragile. That means no touching or horseplaying around with it. Once it's ready, it will hatch of its own accord, so just leave it alone until then. You get that? Don't mess with it anyway. Don't feed it, don't sing to it, don't even speak to it. Even if it's something nice, just leave it be. I'm begging you. Remember that silver liquid I mentioned? If you mix that with dark matter, it turns into some kind of dissolving agent. Anything which is melded into it retains its original properties. So we could experiment with mixing different things together. Therefore, if you find anything that looks promising, bring it over right away. We can see what we get. Egg Delivery Part 4. Based on the results we've gotten so far, anything that gets dissolved retains every last one of its traits afterwards. There doesn't seem to be a limit to this either. I've tested materials containing up to 141 traits, and every single one carried over. Of course, the effectiveness of each individual trait leaves much to be desired. It's like they're all jammed together into one conglomerate. That means the key point is being selective and focused. From now on, instead of wantonly grabbing everything we can get our hands on, we should be more discerning. Got that? Quality over quantity. Protect the crystal. So those were, I'm assuming, those are the voice messages that Leviathan left to the others of the four beasts. Now these are to-do list. Protect the crystal region. Do not wander around recklessly. Do not talk to anyone. Quantity and time don't matter as long as it's valuable. Quantity, abundant quantities, but don't just gather anything. They must be of decent quality. Keep experimenting. Establish combination formulas. These are obviously notes written, I'm going to assume for Ziz, because Ziz does not have a very great memory. List of things to pick up. Parts of Nihilister. Not sure why they're there. Parts belonging to Indivilia and Chatterbox near the ancient castle ruins. Not sure why they're there, but taking a note of it. I'm fairly certain there's something here, but I'm not entirely sure. I need to dig to find sure, but honestly, I have no idea where to start. I should set aside a day to try digging. There seems to be something underground near the Ark. My intuition tells me it's incredibly valuable. Valuable enough that's worth pursuing despite being so deep underground and there being so many raptors nearby. Still, it seems worth the risk. A USB with someone's voice recorded on it. I saw the silver liquid. Alright, so these are Nikke's who encountered the silver liquid. These explain what the silver liquid is, the tree, and the dark matter. And it says if you mix the dark matter to a 1-to-1 ratio with silver liquid, the combination retains both the melting properties of silver liquid and the unique properties of dark matter. Anything that melts here keeps its original traits intact, is perfect for creating eggs. While this place may be dangerous, it's worth the risk. Something incredible would be created, something powerful enough to deliver a serious blow to the offsprings. This is a conjecture that if they find enough rare materials, they might be able to combat the offsprings by creating eggs. Okay, now that we are done with that, that wraps up that video. It's going to take me some time to get that out after the first one. That is going to be the second video after the Old Tales event. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. Thank you for, and if you like this video, leave us a like and subscribe. The next video will be the one over the new event. That concludes part 3. Thank you for watching all of the videos leading up to this, if you have, and even if you haven't, I urge you to go back and watch the earlier videos, as you will be lacking critical information otherwise. We have Unbreakable Sphere for the next video, and then the video after that will be Lost Kingdom. After I publish Lost Kingdom, I will then formulate all of these videos into a YouTube playlist in chronological order as far as the lore goes, to make watching these easier, as well as make sense of the plot in more streamlined detail and narrowed in on a point. I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you very much.